everybody to Retro Alliance Gaming. Now, on this episode I'm going to be talking about something to do with Final Fantasy, but beforehand I want to show you our kitty we just recently adopted. Now, her name is, well, we call her Becky sometimes.
We call her Nikki, but her
Nikki,
name is
excuse me, but Snickerdoodle. This cat apparently was left abandoned very sadly. As you can tell, she has one of her ears missing, poor thing, and her eyes are a little bit crossed, but most of the time people don't actually adopt senior cats, and we saw her and we wanted to grab her and give her forever home, and she is one of the sweetest cats you will ever see. Mind me, I'll be introducing all my animals every time I do a video, but yeah, this is Nikki. Say hi. She likes to dance. She's very sweet. Look at her.
She gives no fucks.
Okay, anyways, mwah. Alright, getting back to it. So
Butters is very jealous.
yeah, Butters is very jealous, by the way. This cat over here, which you can see, very jealous, very upset, very grumpy. But anyways, moving forward, so I purchased a Final Fantasy game today on the PS1, which is Final Fantasy Anthology Collector's Edition. Now, as you can see, it came sealed. I don't buy sealed games, but the guy was selling it sealed for 20 bucks, and I was like, hell yes, because I can open it and everything will be mint. Surprisingly, not too expensive. Black label sealed, I think you could even get for 70 bucks, but I don't keep my games sealed. Anyways, the reason I want to bring this out and talk about it was not only to open it and unbox it, but it reminds me of going back to when I was a kid and I used to play Final Fantasy. So when I was a kid, I had my NES, Duck Hunt Mario, and I remember getting Final Fantasy 1, and sadly, when I was a kid, I did not like it. I was into role-playing, I liked Dungeons & Dragons, things like that, but I couldn't seem to get into it, and I didn't really understand much of it. I didn't get really into it until Phantasy Star, which came out for the Master System and the Sega Genesis. So I've been wanting to go back and get all of those games. Now, Final Fantasy 1 I have for the NES, but the issue is 1 came out in America, right? So Final Fantasy 1 is 1, and then Final Fantasy 2 in America is actually Final Fantasy 4, and Final Fantasy 3 is actually Final Fantasy 6. So it confused the hell out of me when Final Fantasy 7 came out, and I was like, where the hell are all the other games? And then I figured out that Japan basically didn't want to give them to us. They thought, I don't know, we wouldn't be able to adapt to them. That's why we got Mystic Quest, which was basically a very dumbed down, easy version of the game. So on my collection, Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 8 I have here. I'm not going to show all my Final Fantasy games. I have basically all of them, but this personally is one of my favorites. It gets a lot of shit because it's a lot different from 7. It's more futuristic, it's more romantic, but this has got to be one of my favorite Final Fantasy games I've ever played, and it's absolutely beautiful. And of course, Final Fantasy 9, which this game basically took everything you got from the old series and mixed it with the new series and kind of put it together. And I actually never completed this game until recently, and this is one of my favorites and the most beautiful game I played on the PS1. It is absolutely breathtaking. So anyways, getting back to the collection here, I'm ordering Final Fantasy Origins. I already have Final Fantasy Tactics, which is a fantastic game, and I got Final Fantasy Chronicles, which has 4 and Chrono Trigger. So I have 1, 2, and then this is 4, and this one, Anthology, as I said, comes with part 5 and 6. Now 6 I played, that's part 3 in America, not to get confused, and then 5 I have never actually played before, so I'm looking very forward to playing this game, and I thought I'd share it with you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this open for the first time. Mind you, I'm excited. I haven't actually opened a PS1 game brand new since I was, I don't know, 15 years old. The only weird thing is, normally there's a PS1 label on the top and you kind of have like a flap to open, so I was wondering if it was original, but I remember with Greatest Hits, sometimes they package it differently, so I'll find out soon enough. Let's just open this really quick. Okay. Break this. Oh wow, it's so beautiful. Yeah, if I can get it open. Damaging it. Okay, so the only thing I see here is that it has a little bit of a crack on the side, and it sounds like there's a loose disc inside. Let me go ahead and point that down. So here's this. Let's go ahead and open it up. See how it. Wow. It actually has that new game smell, so I'm thinking it is brand new. So here's Anthology here with the discs and all the artwork. One thing I noticed on Final Fantasy V is the character they have right here, which is actually showing from a CGI cutscene that they added to it. Now the thing about that is one of my favorite genres of RPGs, where there's this weird period between the cartridges and when they went to CDs. So like for example Lunar, which is basically enhanced 16-bit with these beautiful breathtaking cutscenes that are animation. I love those. And on Final Fantasy they decided to go CGI but also very beautiful. So you got the first disc here. Let's see, make sure everything's in order. I got the book here, which weirdly is bent. Now that would make me question whether or not this is new, but it could have been when they packaged this together originally that it was just pressed in there weird. I have no idea, but everything else in it seems to look pretty new. What do you think, babe? You think that
could have been damaged in shipping?
Yeah, maybe in shipping. It's just it was sealed in here. I have no idea, but that would be that. And then on the other side we get Final Fantasy V over here.
Oh, is that that one character?
Yeah.
The name of right now.
Damn
it.
And anyways, everything looks brand new. Man, I can't even. In fact, the disc looks so clean. The only thing I can see is a little bit of glue around the side of it. So yeah, I don't keep things sealed. The only things I keep sealed is when I accidentally buy a video game and it happens to be sealed in a package that I get. And
Somebody Amigo.
yeah, like Somebody Amigo or something like that, and then I'll actually keep it sealed. But other than that, games for me are actually meant to be played. So, yeah, I wanted to go back and get
Unless
this
it's a
because,
secondary copy.
well, yeah, I never got a chance to play some of these games. So I'm going to be playing Final Fantasy V, and I'm also going to go back and play Final Fantasy II and Final Fantasy III and kind of see how they are. Please stay tuned. I will be doing some walkthroughs and reviews in the future, and that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.